Hi everyone, Kevin here, and I'm one of the co-founders at Athena's Pets, and in this series of videos, we're talking about 3 of the things that you don't want to do when you're making sure that you want your dog to stop barking. Now, we talked about in the last video, number 1 of the series, which is don't yell at your dog when they start barking at you. And if you missed that video, go back into our library, check that out, and then if you missed all of the videos on how to pinpoint which reason it is that's making your dog bark, then make sure you go back and watch that video as well. Because it's going to be really hard to put together a strategy to stop your dog's barking if you don't know the root cause as to why. So definitely go back and check out those videos, and I'm going to move on here into number 2 of things not to do when you're training your dog to stop barking, and that's to make sure that you don't get frustrated or upset during training sessions. So we really want to keep training sessions positive and upbeat, and there's a couple of reasons for this. And the first one is that it makes the entire process that much easier for you and for your dog. And at the end of the day, we just want this process to be easy. We want your dog's barking to stop, or at least to calm down quite significantly. And we can't do that if you just keep getting frustrated and upset in every training session. It's similar to a lot of things in life in general. You know, if you take a very negative outlook to everything, or you start getting frustrated and upset, a lot of things just start spiraling out of control and they don't go your way. And it's the same thing with barking, except in this case, you can't actually understand what your dog is saying back to you, which makes it even more frustrating, and it adds more and more to that downward spiral. So we just want to make sure that we remind you guys, keep trainings positive and upbeat. Now, the other thing that we want to say is that positivity and, a little bit of energy is something that's been proven over the years to be more effective with dogs. So a lot of people used to think that punishing was the best way, that if you spanked your dog or you hit them a little bit, that they would eventually start figuring out that they weren't supposed to do those behaviors. Some people even went as far as putting shock collars on their dogs, these kind of things. And after the years, a lot of dog trainers have found out that positive reinforcement is actually one of the biggest ways to influence your dog. And it's just like humans a lot of times is, punishment only goes so far, but when you can actually motivate and inspire and really be positive and reward somebody, they definitely work a lot harder. And it's the same way with your dog. And your dog wants to learn as much as you might not think so. So you just need to make sure that you give them that positive and upbeat environment to learn in, right? And so we want to make sure that you come in, you go back and watch some of those videos that we had in the past, you figure out exactly why your dog's barking, right? So you want to know the exact reason, the root cause, then you can go ahead and start putting together a strategy for that specific reason. Because again, a dog that has separation anxiety and barks when their owner's not there is much different than a dog who might be territorial and barks only when someone gets close to a certain person that they're fond of, right? So there's 2 different strategies for tackling both of those dog barking problems, but each one does have a solution. And each one's going to involve a training process, which, as we've been mentioning in this video, needs to be positive and upbeat. So just make sure you guys keep that in mind, and make sure you guys comment below and let me know what you thought of this video. Let me know what you think is missing and what you guys think you might get some more value out of in terms of keeping positive and upbeat training sessions. And let me know if you guys want some more videos on tips to keep positive and upbeat training sessions, and I'll be happy to post those here for you guys. But again, just make sure you comment below, and if you can, make sure to make it to the next video. Be on the lookout. We're going to be talking about step number 3 of the 3 things not to do when you're training your dog to stop barking. So I'll see you guys then.